What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. DMZ missions are what we do over here, and today we're looking at a mission called All Clear for the Legion faction in DMZ. Now this mission seems fairly straightforward and tasks you with unlocking and clearing 5 strongholds in one deployment. And there is a little bit of nuance to this. I originally ended up thinking that this mission was bugged since I was clearing some strongholds and they simply weren't giving me the credit. However, I'll share some nuance and tips that I picked up along the way and how you can absolutely get this done not only easy but also solo. So first and foremost, your success in this mission will absolutely be dependent on 2 factors. How fast you can get your hands on a stronghold key at the very beginning of a deployment, and then also how busy your server, your deployment at that particular time is, meaning that you have to actually find strongholds that haven't been opened and cleared by other players. Now, taking both of those 2 factors into play, I would imagine that you should have this mission in your 3 missions and essentially just start clearing out AI as soon as possible, as soon as you deploy. And if you're lucky enough to get a stronghold key to pop right off the bat there, then you essentially put all your effort behind this and start pushing to complete this. Now, while the initial 25 minutes of a DMZ deployment plus the add-on 8 to 9 minutes that you get after the radiation ring starts expanding does seem like a total generous amount of time for clearing out 5 strongholds, you do have to bear in mind that you should be targeting outlying strongholds and smaller ones which are not necessarily going to be in congested areas where enemy operators tend to favor. That means, generally speaking, we don't want to be going to Sawar village, we don't want to be going to Al Mazrah city, we don't want to be going to Hafid port. We want to be looking at some of the outlying ones like the quarry, although the quarry might also be a little bit congested. However, one of the strongholds tends to spawn sort of above the quarry, kind of like isolated, so that one is obviously a good choice. Honestly though, Sati caves is also good just due to the fact that people don't go there because the AI is so hostile. And in general, the point is just to try and find some outlying strongholds and also target some of the smaller building ones, because this will just be more efficient and better and less chance of running into other players. That's why the 25 minutes plus the additional time might seem like a lot, but you have to take into account actually traveling out to these different ones and actually getting to work clearing them out. Once you get to the business of actually starting to clear out these strongholds, there are 3 things that you have to keep in mind. Most strongholds actually allow you to shoot from the outside into them by going around the building and looking for open windows. This is especially important because earlier missions actually target you with killing the enemies inside strongholds from outside, so you would have most likely already been aware of this. Now this is going to help you thin out the enemies inside a stronghold, most often also helping you to deal with shield carrying enemies by shooting them in the back through these windows, which will just make cleaning out these faster. The second point that you have to bear in mind is that the mission expects you to clean out all of the enemies within a stronghold. However, sometimes if you get a reinforcement wave that comes during you cleaning out a stronghold, those enemies will oftentimes be added onto the tally of enemies that have to be cleared out. In my successful run of this actually happened in 2 of the 5 strongholds, that an additional 4 soldiers were dropped off with an helicopter, and I had to kill the 4 of them as well to actually get it to proc me cleaning out the stronghold and give me the credit. The third and last point is to bear in mind that some of these strongholds will have an enemy on the roof of the stronghold with no way for you to actually get to the roof of the stronghold. Now oftentimes what happens is this enemy will jump down and come and join the fight as you're busy cleaning out the middle, but sometimes that doesn't happen. To me, one of the strongholds, I could not get this finished and I could not figure out why until I actually backed away some and found out there was one sniper dude that was hiding on the roof. There was no way that I could get up to him, no ladders that I could get up to him, and he wasn't coming down. So I actually had to get a vantage point and just shoot him, and as soon as I killed him, that actually gave me the credit for cleaning out that stronghold. Now, bearing all 3 tips as well as everything else that I said in mind, I have no doubt that you'll be able to easily complete this mission, and I was actually surprised at how straightforward this was and achievable this was as a solo compared to the other missions which we start finding in tier 4 and tier 5 of these factions. However, good luck and kick ass. Thank you for watching, especially if you made it this far. Let me know in the comments down below if there's anything else that you specifically need to know about this mission, although I highly doubt it. But do let me know which other missions you still need help with. Check out the channel. I've done a lot of key location guides as well as mission guides, and there are a ton more to come. Of course, we have season 2 around the corner, so hopefully that brings even more content for us. I'm really enjoying DMZ, and I'm sure you are as well. But it's just super important to me that you have a fantastic morning, afternoon, and evening wherever you are in the world. And until next video, fucking cheers.
They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me.